Hey everyone, it's BHB and today we're going to be talking about Stephen Curry's playoff performances in 2019. This is part 5 of my mini-series reflecting on how Stephen Curry has done in his playoff career, representing every year he's made to the Western Conference Finals or the Finals. So we're going to be seeing how this goes. And, let's just get right into it. Warriors beat the Trailblazers 4-0, Western Conference Finals 2019. However, there are a bunch of injuries we have to address here that need to be notified in order to really give Steph Curry his credit or to criticize him. So, injuries. Warriors, Kevin Durant, right calf strain out for the entire series. DeMarcus Cousins, left torn quadriceps out for the entire series. Damn, alright. So, obviously, you have Kevin Durant and DeMarcus Cousins. 2 starters gone. Just right off the bat. Damian Lillard actually separated his rib during the third quarter of Game 2, and he had to deal with that pain for the rest of the series, so he's not 100%. But yeah, Steph Curry had one of the greatest Western Conference Finals performances I've ever seen in my life. 37 points per game, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal on 47% from the field, 43% from 3, 94% from the free throw line. Damn. Klay Thompson had a really bad series, 38% from the field, 34% from 3, 22 points per game, but still, those shooting stats are relatively low. Of course, he had to guard Damian Lillard. I don't remember who he was guarding. I do know for a fact that Steph Curry never guards the opposite point guard. So yeah, that's that. Draymond Green, 54% from the field, which is relatively well. This was one of his best playoff series I've ever witnessed by him, in my opinion. He shot 25% from the three-point line for the series. He had 17 points per game, 12 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks per game. Damn. Kevon Looney shot 78% from the field, and Andre Iguodala shot 36%, but then again, he was playing great defense on CJ McCollum, Damian Lillard, players like that. He was a great defensive anchor on this team. But yeah, so let's look at Stephen Curry. And when you look at Stephen Curry's regular season averages compared to his Western Conference Finals performance, Stephen Curry went down in 1% when it comes to the Western Conference performance in the 3-point percentage category, but I don't really care. He dropped 37 points per game, which was a huge increase from 27 points per game in the regular season. I watched every single game, and games 1, 2, and 3, and was it also 4? I don't know, but all I know is that there was some insane comebacks made by the Warriors, where the Warriors were down by like 17 points every time, and I'd honestly be like, well, this is actually going to be a 7-game series. This is going to be rather tough. Damian Lillard, hey, he might actually make the finals. They're going up against a injured Warriors team. Let's see how this goes. But Steph Curry dropping 37 points per game, being guarded by a flurry of players. Remember, because Kevin Durant's out. So they're going back to 2015-2016 season. That offense, there's no Kevin Durant to bail you out at the end of every possession with his ISO post-up game. Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, these guys are going to be the focus of the Trailblazers defense. And Steph Curry, he came through. All right, 47% from the field. Like I said, 43% from 3, which is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen him shoot that well in a playoff series, Western Conference Finals or Finals, where the moments are the biggest, in my opinion. So yeah, he led the Warriors back every time. I'm pretty sure the Warriors were always on a deficit most of the series. And the moment he went off the floor, the Warriors, they were looking like it's going to be a blowout. 15-point deficit, 20-point deficit. But the moment he came back on the floor, he would always lead them back, making competitive. Now, as you know, Stephen Curry, he was going up against his brother this series. There was some trash talk in Game 1, I think. Yeah, that 1 or 2. Yeah, that shit didn't faze him at all. Stephen Curry did great. And in my opinion, he won the series instead of the Blazers losing it. But the Blazers did play really, really badly. Guys, Damian Lillard shot 37% from the field, 37% from 3. I know he was injured, but damn, man. CJ McCollum, 39% from the field, 36% from 3. That's terrible. Rodney Hood, 40% from the field, 29% from 3. Seth Curry, 35% from the field, 38% from 3. Like, guys, what the hell is this? Seriously, what the hell is this? All right. In the regular season, Al-Farouq Aminu was one of the better players on this Trailblazers team. Yusuf Nurkic, one of the better players. None of them played. Yusuf Nurkic was injured. I feel like that would have changed the series entirely. That might have made it a 7-game series. That might have made it a Trailblazers victory. But, we will never know. But Al-Farouq Aminu, the fact that he was replaced basically when it comes to minutes wise by Maurice Harkless is rather insane to me. I don't know why this happened. He wasn't injured. Maybe, what's this dude's name? Scott Perry? I don't know. I don't know their head coach's name, but maybe he was just like, you know what, Al-Farouq Aminu, he's just not meant to go up against this Warriors team. I'm pretty sure the Warriors destroyed the Blazers the year before this, I think, when they met up. It was when Damian Lillard was like, yeah, Blazers in 6. And then they got absolutely swept. Yeah, that was the series when Draymond had that insane defensive game. But yeah, Al-Farouq Aminu was playing terribly that game, or that series, but so was Maurice Harkless. So I don't know what made Maurice Harkless more valuable, I guess, than Al-Farouq Aminu, but Maurice Harkless did play relatively well. 56% from the field, 38% from 3. That's really good. But let's go back to the main point. Stephen Curry. This man leading the Warriors back every time from huge deficits. Of course, if he was perfect, they wouldn't have been in these deficits. But, I'm not going to be picky. I'm giving credit where credit is due. Stephen Curry played amazing this series. 37 points per game. That is insane. And he's getting an A+ for this. All right, this was an all-time performance. He played 40 minutes a game. He played amazingly. Without Kevin Durant, he shut up the haters. But, at the same time, he was playing against a really, really poorly performing Trailblazers team. But that doesn't matter, all right? Because there was pressure. What I mean by pressure is that when the Trailblazers are up by like 17, 21 points, 15 points, Stephen Curry, instead of buckling under pressure, he runs this Warriors system even better. And he continues to drop bucket after bucket after bucket, 3 after 3, attacking the paint, getting Clay open, Draymond Green open. The Warriors offense just fits so much better. It's so much more fluid when Kevin Durant's not, really clogging up the offense with his ISO ball. But, Kevin Durant's a great option. But at the same time, there's something more beautiful about this Warriors offense when Kevin Durant isn't playing. Oh, shoot. Stephen Curry dislocated his finger against the Rockets, so he actually wasn't 100% in this series. But now, all right, sorry, I forgot about that. 2019 NBA Finals now. And here we go, naming off every single Warriors injury. All right, look, I have a stutter. This is not going to be fun, all right? Curry, dislocated finger. He wasn't 100% for the series. The entire series, that is. Cousins, left quadricep tear in the series against the Clippers. He wasn't 100%. Kevin Durant ruptured his calf and then ruptured his Achilles. He was out for the entire series except for 1/4 of Game 5. Andre Iguodala, hamstring injury, not 100%. Klay Thompson tore his Achilles in Game 6. He was out. He wasn't 100% Game 4, and he was out Game 3 with a hamstring strain. Game 4, he wasn't 100% because he was still recovering from that hamstring strain. This is crazy. All right, now you have Kevon Looney, who, in my opinion, remember, if any of you guys watch the UFC, there was a BMF title fight. That means the baddest MFer. Yeah, that's what BMF stands for. That was the title fight. Kevon Looney deserves that bell. All right, Jorge Masvidal played great. I know I'm switching sports here, but Kevon Looney, let me tell you what he did. He had a sprained collarbone, but still played in it. But then he fractured it in Game 2, had to sit out Game 3 because he literally couldn't lift his hands above his head. But instead of staying out for the entire series, he knows that, Boogie Cousins playing like doo-doo. He returns Game 4 and then re-injures it Game 5 and then continues to play throughout the entire NBA Finals Game 6. That is insane. That's just crazy, okay? However, I'm not going to list him as one of the top 5 players or most influential players here. I had Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala, and Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, just to show what he did. He didn't miss a single 3. He shot 60% from the field while he was playing in Game 5. He had 11 points, 2 rebounds, no assists, and 1 block on 12 minutes. That's crazy, all right? That's just absolutely crazy. And obviously, without him, the Warriors obviously lost this because not only that, but Klay Thompson, who shot 59% from 3 and 54% from the field with 26 points per game, an amazing playoff performance, injured himself. And basically now all you have when it comes to offense is Stephen Curry. The last quarter of the NBA Finals, the only thing you have offensive-wise is Stephen Curry. And in my opinion, I'm not going to blame him for these stats. 41% from the field, 34% from 3, 30 points per game, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, I feel like he would have more assists if his teammates would make shots, but of course, you're playing with Draymond Green and Andre Iguodala open in the corner. You got Quinn Cook open in the corner. You ain't going far. You ain't getting many assists with that. But yeah, I'm not gonna compare this. I'm not gonna compare the regular season stats to the postseason stats. I do have them prepared, but I'm not gonna do it because unfortunately, this is a different team. It's a completely different team. Stephen Curry, his stats are so trash because Game 6, there was the what was it called? It was the box and one defense that people were playing against Stephen Curry, or the Raptors were using against Stephen Curry, where basically, I think you had 4 people, and then every time, okay, I'm trying to explain this as best as possible. So basically, you have the NBA floor, right? Imagine one half, the half where Golden State's trying to score, and then just imagine 4 players behind the 3-point line around the paint. And then you have Steph Curry's men, of course, chasing him around. But then every single time Steph Curry gets the ball, it's basically a double team, or one corner of the 4 within the box begins to pay complete attention to Steph Curry. I'm pretty sure that's what the box and one strategy was that the Raptors used against Stephen Curry. And yeah, it kind of showed, Game 3, he still dropped 42, 43, 46 points. I don't know exactly, but he did that on relatively poor shooting, but it really wasn't, because he kept chucking these half-court threes at the end of every quarter that he really wasn't going to make. So I feel like when it comes to 3-point percentage, he should be around 37, 39%, but it is what it is. Yeah, Stephen Curry had a really tough time. The defense focused him. Danny Green, Fred VanVleet, they were bodying the crap out of him. Kyle Lowry, great defensive player. And then you have Kawhi Leonard. Every time Steph Curry got switched and then saw Kawhi Leonard in front of him, he just had to pass the ball. He's not going to be trying to get any of that. But yeah, I feel like the Raptors didn't win the series. It was Warriors that lost it with their injuries. I'm not going to really attack him for this. I'm going to give him I know this might sound crazy, but I'm going to give him A minus. The fact that these guys, I'm going to give him B plus. The fact that with Klay Thompson gone, and he was actually making it a rather competitive game at the end of Game 6, when he was the only player that could make a shot at the end of Game 6. I think Andre Iguodala hit one contested mid-range jumper, which he created for himself. But other than that, Stephen Curry was doing literally everything for the Warriors. It was crazy. There was a bunch of G League players on that court. You got, I don't know, did Jonas Jerebko play at the end of that series? Game 6, 4th quarter? I don't know for sure, but yeah, I'm not going to hold anything against Stephen Curry for this finals loss. He played relatively well, in my opinion, especially when you're getting double teamed every single second and you're getting like Danny Green and Fred VanVleet are literally killing themselves, like chasing you across the floor. But Danny Green, in my opinion, did play relatively well. He's hit some really big threes. Marcus Gasol, 32% from 3, 45% from the field. Fred VanVleet, 40% from 3. He basically killed the Warriors Game 6. Yeah, they had a relatively tough time trying to guard him. Kyle Lowry, he shot 43% from the field, 37% from 3, but he was the heart and engine of that Raptors team. Kawhi Leonard, 43% from the field and 36% from 3. That's not all that good, but regardless, he dropped 29 points per game, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. He showed what he could do. Pascal Siakam, 51% from the field, shot poorly from 3, but he still got 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. You're going up against a team that was, I'd say, half as good as they used to be, because all these injuries just really broke everyone. Steph Curry was injured. Okay, let's see this. I think it's true. Okay, everyone in the Warriors starting lineup was injured except Draymond Green, and that's crazy. All right, so yeah, overall, I'm gonna give him a solid A minus. No, I'm gonna give him an A. For this playoff series, I'm giving him an A. His Western Conference Finals performance was extraordinary. He put up a very heroic effort in the NBA Finals. And if you guys say I'm biased, please go check out my other parts 1 through 4 for the series, where I absolutely killed him for most of the playoff series. I think I only gave him 1 A, and that was against the Rockets in 2015 Western Conference Finals. Every other one, I gave him like B, C, Ds. So I'm proud that he actually got an A finally for an entire playoff run. Now, granted, if Kevin Durant was playing and the Warriors were expected to win. He might have still put up 34% from the 3-point line and 41% from the field goal, but we will never know at this point. But yeah, overall, he deserves an A for this playoff performance. And in the final part of the series, part 6, I am going to basically conclude whether or not he's a playoff choker, whether or not he overperforms, underperforms, clutch or not. I'll be deciding that in the next episode. I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode. If you guys have any disagreements whatsoever, please, take it up with me in the comments down below, and I'd be glad to explain my opinions and see yours, and basically just, have fun, debate. Hope you guys all have a great day, and goodbye.